The title of this video will be Rage ASMR being a total weeb for 24 seconds. Wait, how much time is left? Better check my clock. No, that's not my clock. This is my clock. That's my clock. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, that's about 24 seconds. Lit tattoo, bro? Thanks. I know. How about hair? Meditate on it. Meditate on my hair. Meditate on making it golden. Why not? Do it. Do it. Da da, do it, da da, do it, do it. Oh, you're doing it. Oh! Hmm. Now, how about that meme propaganda? Hmm? Oh, meme propaganda? I was gonna read the Yelor. What about you? Hmm? What did you think? You think I was gonna pull down my pants? No, no, no. I was not gonna pull down my pants. Legal Legends? Yelor. I don't know. I don't read lore. They wanna be the lore master. League of Legends. Don't tell my mom. Seriously, don't tell my mom. No, you were just thinking about telling my mom, weren't you? Do not tell my mom. Do not tell my mom. Do not tell my mom. Don't. No, stop. Do not tell my mother. Anything. She's not alive. So, neither is my father. Oh, wait, my father is alive. What? You got to find my real father. Lol. Maybe Master Yi is my real father. Who knows? I want to find out. Hmm. The edge of the sharpest blade is no match for the calm of the peaceful mind. Master Yi has tempered his body and sharpened his mind, so that thought and action have become almost as one. Though he chooses to enter into violence only as a last resort, the grace and speed of his blade ensures resolution is always swift. As one of the last living practitioners of the Ionian art of Wuju, Yi has devoted his life to continuing the legacy of his people, scrutinizing potential new disciples with his seven lenses of insight to identify the most worthy among them with a bird. Ooh, unmasked? There's unmasked. I didn't know this. Guys, have you ever read the League of Legends Legend.com? Holy shit. Anyways, here goes more lore. I just need to mute my mic for 2 seconds because I think I'm about to. The not real Master Yi knows because I am Master Yi IRL. Think for a second I am Master Yi IRL. That's not my law. No. Rendered by LOL overlay. Ooh, sue me. Sue me. Sue me. I am Master Yi. Oh, that's it. I'm just really smart. Wait. In Ionia's central province of Bar, a mountain settlement once stood, hidden away in its serene beauty. Here in the village of Wuju, the boy Yi grew up learning the ways of the sword, chasing a dream that later turned to tragedy. Like most children, he admired those who wore silk robes and carried blades with poems to their name. His parents being swordsmiths, Yi made a strong impression on the local warriors who frequented their workshop. Not the workshop, it's the smithery! He spent his mornings in the garden, sparring with his mother, and his nights reciting poetry to his father by candlelight. Well, that's kind of accurate, I guess, in a philosophical way. When it came for Yi to study under Wuju's masters, his parents could not have been prouder. Carrying his talents and discipline over to his training, he surpassed every expectation. Soon the whole village knew of the young master Yi. Still, the humble student wandered about the rest of Ionia. From atop the tallest parkers, he spotted faraway towns no one else ever mentioned. But when he saw to oh pagodas, sorry, riots, he spotted faraway towns no one else ever mentioned. But when he sought to journey down the mountain with blade in hand, his mentors forbade him. It's supposed to be with a big P. Come on, fandom. Fuchu was founded by those believing their swordsmanship to be too precious to share, too sacred to draw blood. So for centuries, it flourished in isolation, with no outsiders knowing its true nature. All this changed the day Yi saw vast volumes, why not, of smoke rising above the distant towns. Noxian warbands had invaded from the coast, conquering settlement after settlement in waves that washed the provinces red. Sorry, I have an accent. Choosing the people of Ionia over Vuju's hollow tradition was just following Vuju, trust me. He ventured down to help defend the first lands. To astonished eyes, he swept across the front lines in a blur. He doesn't remember because routing the enemy with blinding swordplay never before seen by outsiders. Word of the one-man army spread far and wide, like mist in the mountains. Inspired by his courage, even his fellow disciples joined the fight, and together they journeyed to Navari, where the greater war was raging. He didn't do jack shit. He didn't need to, because he doesn't have to, because that's why. The Noxian commanders saw in Buju a threat that could not be ignored. They scouted the origin of these peerless warriors and elected to strike at their home without mercy. In a single night, the entire village was destroyed, its people and culture obliterated by chemical fire that no steel could hold back. He killed them all. They had to die. After the war finally ended, he returned as only surviving disciple to find nothing but ruins. The very magic of the land had been defiled, and everyone he had known and loved was no more. Slain in spirit, if not in body, he became the attack's final casualty? No, casualty. With no other practice. What? Are you dumb? He taught the noxious Vujo. That, and then he killed his fellows. Because, with no other protectax, sorry, PTSD, with no other practitioners of Wuju left alive, he realized the title of master was his to bear alone. Grief-stricken, he chose seclusion, training obsessively to bury the guilt of his survival. But the wisdom of bygone masters seemed to fade with the haze of time. He began to doubt if one man could preserve an entire heritage until he encountered the least expected of individuals. A curious, monkey-like Astaya challenged him to a duel. Reluctantly, Master Yi entertained the creature's demands, defeating him with ease, but the Astaya refused to give up. He fucked off. No, Yi did, but clones and stuff. Returning day after day with increasingly clever tricks that forced Yi to react and improvise. For the first time in years, Yi felt the spirit of Wuju once more. It's a clone. What do you mean? Alpha Strike, whatever. The two clashed for weeks, until he bruised stranger finally knelt on the ground and introduced himself as Khan of the Shimon tribe. He begged to learn from Yi, who saw in this reckless but determined fighter the makings of a new disciple. Through teaching, Yi found his purpose restored. He would pass on the ways of Wuju and gifted his pupil a normal staff, and an honorific as a sign of this vow. From entered enchanted, it will lie to his ass. and an honorific as a sign of this vow. From that day onward, Kong was known as Wukong. Yeah, with a small K. That's a tale. Whack with that, bitch. Together, they now travel the first lands as Yi seeks to honor the legacy of his lost home, allowing him to fully embody the Master in his name. Meditating on being Master Yi. I am Master Yi! It's true.